What is a Yinzer? What is a Yinzer? What is a Yinzer? What is a Yinzer?
What is a Yinzer? You know, that is a great question.
Well, first of all, a Yinzer is me. A Yinzer is you.
He's clearly.
Yeah.
Yinzer means that you are proud of being a Pittsburgher.
You know, it's a certain attitude. It's a certain sense of belonging.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's your everyday Pittsburgher.
Yeah.
Every day, born, raised, living around, throws it around his slang all the time.
You know one when you see one.
You have to have a certain kind of charm, certain characteristics, right? You have to be in love with all things Pittsburgh sports, right? You have to be a big fan of that.
Sure.
You have to have had a cookie table at your wedding, or you're planning to have one, maybe at the grad party, if not the wedding.
Yeah.
Have to know what a Pittsburgh toilet is, right? You know what I'm talking about? Just all of those certain special qualities.
I considered someone from Western Pennsylvania with the Pittsburgh accent. You know, they have certain foods they like.
I did have a cookie table at my wedding.
You have to,
I
because you're a
did.
Yinzer.
Right.
Yeah.
And when you're a Yinzer, you're in on that secret code.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
in on that special little club that we all have.
I personally associate it with like different Pittsburgh things,
Yeah.
like a collection of what's here. But you know,
Like
you have-
wearing black and gold.
honestly, and you have other things like I don't know, like the Clarks or like pierogies or the Pirates, just like anything Pittsburgh that you're a super fan of.
Your church shirt, always wearing the Steeler jersey to Sunday every morning.
Born and raised, and I'll die in Pittsburgh.
That's right. We're all Yinzers.
We're all
We're all Yinzers.
Tell my
Which is-
kids to watch out for the
that's
Jagger
worst.
bush all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Tell them I'm going to push them in the buggy.
Gum bands?
Gum bands. Yep.
The water spigot.
Yep. Water spigot downtown.
Down there. And
Yep.
that.
Down there all the time.
Tell me what your favorite Yinzerism, Pittsburghese of all time is.
Oh.
And how hard is it to not use it on air while you're out there talking?
I feel like I feel like I slip up sometimes and say like Pittsburgh. I say
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
I've done that so many times, and I'm like Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh. Oops.
And
You know, it's a silly word, but to me, it's kind of like a term of endearment.
Yeah. Pittsburgh people are different.
Yeah.
And a good different, and they love each other. I mean, you could, in Pittsburgh, if you pass somebody and they pass you up and they're driving fast, you could, give them the bird. However, if you see someone with a Pittsburgh t-shirt on in any city across the country, you're like, hey dude, how you doing?
Yeah.
So we just have this camaraderie. That's a Yinzer.
All right. Well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure meeting you. It's amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. What is a Yinzer? So we're at YinzerFest. There's a lot of Pittsburghers around, but what is specifically a Yinzer?
I think there's two definitions, like Jagoff. There's the friendly version and there's the unfriendly version. I think the unfriendly version is someone who just can't move along without having a Pittsburgh accent. No matter what place they're in, whether at a funeral, a banquet, they're still Yinzerizing. But then there's the good version, right?
Sure.
Where they have the Pittsburgh in their heart.
Yeah, I think it's a passion that you live, because if you're from Pittsburgh, you love everything about Pittsburgh. So you're eating the Permani sandwich, but you're also enjoying the fact that people do talk like that.
Yeah.
And you know that we have, crappy weather, but we have tons of bridges, and we do speak funny, and we embrace it all.
What is a Yinzer?
Oh.
We're at YinzerFest. Well, yeah, Corey, what do you think a Yinzer is?
A Pittsburgher.
A Pittsburgher? Okay.
We breathe Pittsburgh. We live Pittsburgh. It doesn't matter. Anything Pittsburgh, we're in it.
Pittsburgh, it comes from within.
Yeah, we believe black and gold. That's what it is.
I'm here right now trying to find out what is a Yinzer. If somebody came up to you and asked, what is a Yinzer? So it's basically everybody here. Is Bacon Burt a Yinzer? Yep. Yinza, the Pittsburgh Luchador, is also a Yinzer. Excellent. All right. It's great talking to you guys. Have a wonderful time. To you, Dan, what is a Yinzer?
Oh boy, that's a good one. The whole word yins, what two words make yins? I never could figure that out.
You and something.
Yeah, there's all kind of words in Pittsburgh. Creek, all kind of stuff. I don't really know how it started.
Yeah.
I remember I was in Aruba a couple years ago, and I was talking to the guy, and he stopped me, and he goes, "Are you from Pittsburgh?" And I said, are you kidding me? He knew I was I talked to him for like 2 minutes. So
Just from the accent, and some of the words, how they come out and stuff like that.
Question. I like the fact that the Boston accent is something that our accent was voted worse more than Boston. People hated it more than a Boston accent. I think we take pride in that. Look who's here. No, do not talk.
How are you?
Now,
What's going on, man?
we just talked about the Jagoff friendly version.
If we have something like a YinzerFest, I need to ask you, I'm going around asking everybody, what is a Yinzer? What is the quality of a Yinzer and things like that? To you, what's a Yinzer?
Well, Yinzer's a Pittsburgher through and through, right? I've said that. But the only fest that I can think that might be better than a YinzerFest is breakfast. It's the only fest I can think that was better than this one is breakfast, and I had it at Kelly O's, and she's a Yinzer. So that was it. But come on out. This is awesome. It's good to see you guys again.
Yeah, you as well, man.
I'm always with the guys.
So that's a hard question because it's, there's multiple versions. It's never one of anything. You can have the Yinzer that was just some person who came here on business, as a drive-through, whatever, and just took a look around and said, this is for me, I'm not going anywhere else. You have the people who are, 7th, 8th, 9th, however long they've been here, generation, and you got that Yinzer too. And then it's also developed that there's the younger and the older Yinzer, the younger one knows the Carnegie Mellon, the tech, the healthcare, but the older still remembers very much the blue-collar area. So it really just depends on not what kind of Yinzer you're talking about, not just the generic one.
What do you think a Yinzer is?
Someone from Pittsburgh.
What is a Yinzer?
I think a Yinzer is someone who's proud of being from Pittsburgh.
Okay. How about you? What do you think of Yinzer?
Yeah, I think the Yinzer is more than just from being from Pittsburgh. I think it's a way of life. It's
simple.
Not trying to outdo each other and be all showy.
Appreciating.
It's about family values and hard work.